Hi Aquarius, you're reading from the universe. What message has it got for you? Let's see. So I've laid a massive spread for you and I'm going to move the cards up to the top where you can see them on my camera. So here we have the Devil card twice, and it really was a stagnant past. You did experience a stagnant past for some reason or another. And you felt that you weren't getting anywhere in that past. You felt these people, or whoever it was that was creating this unhealthy situation, unhealthy relationship, you felt these people were on your side at one point, and you really felt that they were your people, your sort of people, but you were going to get a massive shock. The whole situation was very bittersweet, and you felt betrayed. You felt that you had to, look at you there, you felt that you'd been really let down. There was a lot of sadness, and the unhealthiest of that relationship, whether it's a man-woman relationship or a friendship group, became very, very apparent. It did give you a lot of anxiety and stress, and you did have to rest and recover a lot from that, and you had to let go because you felt very emotionally unfulfilled. Now, what happened after, whatever event happened after, either a severe breakup in a relationship or a sort of injury that had brought you out of this career, I don't know whether you can see that card. I have to make very sure that you can. A blessing in disguise we have there. So a blessing in disguise. You felt very let down, very emotionally unfulfilled. The whole situation had given you a lot of anxiety and chronic stress, as I've got there. It was a very bittersweet experience, and you realized it was time to let go, but mostly because of the manipulation and the dishonesty and deceit that was going on there with some of the people that seemed to be able to be trusted, but they didn't want you in the limelight and they pushed you out. So whatever you did in that activity, whether it was an athletics, football club, running, any sort of sport or group of friends, you were pushed out because people were afraid of your how can I put it, of your potential for success. They didn't want it. So when you came out of that, it was a blessing in disguise, because it gave you the opportunity to have a change in direction. I'll look at these cards in a minute. So it gave you an opportunity to have a change in direction by letting go of the deceitful mob and group, and actually realizing when it was time to go, you actually moved on, and your commitment was being tested most definitely at that time with them. And as I said, it was a very unhealthy, stagnant situation. Very possibly alcohol or drug abuse, or sort of porn, sort of I don't know, promiscuousness was pushing you into that way of thinking when you weren't of that sort of ilk at all. Feeling very emotionally unfulfilled, you realized it was your time to go, having experienced the anxiety and stress, and possibly being laid up in hospital for a while, and feeling very let down, very depressed. So it was a terrible, terrible time, feeling a sort of being on your own situation followed. Here we've got the Hermit card. It has 2-point meaning, 3-point meaning, in fact. So you spend time alone, you develop your skills, you develop a new potential when you've changed direction. Spend time alone, think things through. Could be a Virgo card. So someone that's a Virgo is going to come into your life, or is going to become important in your life. The lamp that's shining there is shining over all those past problems. You're leaving them behind. You're highlighting them, but you will not repeat them. And the third point is you might meet an older person who's going to give you good counsel, a lot of wise decision making, and be like a mentor to you. So that's going to be extremely helpful for you. And basically, it became the end of a difficult situation. And it says, embrace the change and expect things to get better now, and recovery from an addiction. So it's really weird how that's come up with those cards. So yeah, so definitely something going on there. And the High Priestess comes up, which of course is your unexplored potential comes out. You learn practical lessons from the situation you've been through, but an unexplored potential comes out. You start making steady progress in some other field, whether that's writing, lyrics, music, acting, something that's very showing, something that the universe says. When Jupiter moved into Aries on May the 10th of 22, it said Aquarius's powers of communication were going to open up. There was going to be a big communication for Aquarius in technology, in celebration, in communication with people through song or through words or through writing. Your communication skills developed to a massive degree. You became very creative indeed, in one area or another. Total transformation took place in you as a person, the death cards here. So you were sort of like reborn from all that bittersweetness, from that change of direction. And here we've got a desire to move on. The search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. And that's going to be shown through what you are writing, or what you are saying, how you're communicating yourself to the world in your new career or your new persona. And so it says here, expect powerful change. Now we've had 4 eclipses in 22, and the last one was on November the 8th, and it takes 6 months for that last one to work. But anyone who's meant to go out of your life will go out in the next 6 months from November the 8th. But people will have gone out already. But these people here will have gone out a long time ago, the ones that were creating that stagnant, unhealthy situation. But it will be in your memory. And you started to look at the bigger picture. You started to see a better world for yourself, a bigger world. And of course, the star, you're wishing upon a star, and all your wishes are coming true. We've got the star card twice. Wishes coming true for you. You're dipping in the water. You're going to be dipping in an ocean somewhere absolutely beautiful. And not only that, but it says here, the end of a tough cycle is ending. So it's the end of a tough cycle that is approaching now, and you are going to be entering not only a celebration of communication and also sort of becoming quite important, I think, for a lot of people. Some of you might be on the stage, some of you might be on film, some of you might be on video. But a new romantic cycle is beginning as well. And we said that could possibly be with a Virgo. You're going to go into that contract blind, that relationship, because it's going to be so right for you. The scales are going to be so perfect. You won't even need to, it's going to be your beloved, absolute beloved of your life. And the Empress card has come up twice, which shows me this is a period for childbirth, for union with someone, or it might be that you've got the Emperor and Empress card there, which means that it's a fated love. It's absolutely fated. We've got the Empress card twice, which says to me that, yeah, children could be born from that. And it's a beautiful new time for you. But what's important is the Empress and Emperor card is saying this is a fated love. and we've got the Lovers card here. So that love is going to be very fated, the love that comes into you. It might be that you need to make this move career-wise before you meet this person, or you've already met this person and you're communicating with her or him already, and this will become your partner. It will be a new partner, because if you're communicating, it might be just online, because the powers of communication are there, but you're actually going to move into the physical with this person and create a relationship that's very balanced with this person. It will give you faith in human nature when you didn't have much. And look at that gushing new relationship, gushing cups full of love and wine. And it's really been magicked up. We've got the Magician and a Miracle here. So it's a love that is such a magnificent miracle, which is going to give you so much joy. And the Wheel of Fortune is constantly going to be turning in your favor with work, with your career, with your powers of communication. You're going to find those words so easy to find. Here we've got joy again, joy. A wonderful joy card again. So joy twice. A wedding's here for you with the Lovers. So the Lovers are actually going to tie the knot. And so it says, yeah, so let's put that near the Lovers card. And of course, the person, if you're a male, the woman's going to be a no-nonsense sort of woman, very stable, very feminine, very just up your street. And if it's the other way around, the man's going to be very creative, full of good advice, full of wit, full of wisdom. And so love will really come into that situation. And the next new moon, or the new moon in Aquarius, actually start to bring that love into the situation. You're probably in love, possibly already, but this is going to become a bigger thing in the future. And it's a win-win outcome, which is forecast. And the energy is gaining momentum now. So we're getting a great energy coming forwards. Okay, it's all destiny for Aquarius. What's most important to me is going to be a completion of that new cycle, that new movement into, that card's very significant to me, a change in direction. When you took a change in direction career-wise, that change in direction opened up so many doors to you. It's like wishing upon a star. It was what you wanted to do in the very first place. So there'll be progress within that new project, while it was a bit stalemating the other one because it wasn't really right for you. And there'll be a lot of enlightenment that comes through with this career choice you've made. And you will have so much strength to show. It could be a Leo as well as it could be a Virgo, but your strength is going to really dominate. We've got the Magician card twice, which for me is a big indicator of magic happening all around you. And the Faith card has come up twice as well. So you know you've got faith in the situation, and the Strength card keeps coming up. As does the Sun card. You're going to be in the sun. You're going to be traveling, and you're going to definitely be in the sun. Now, being the sort of person you are, Aquarius, it's like you're an earth angel, because you always see the good in everyone. You're very enlightened. You're very much a conservationist. You're going to spend a lot of time conserving the world, finding healing in the world. Mother Earth, Mother Nature really needs healing, and you're one of those people. You have that strong sense of caring and what's right for the world, and you will push that forwards. If you become famous through your work, you will use your fame, your name, to do just that. And the Fool card is here, not because you're a fool, but because you just take a leap of faith into this new world of yours. The Judgment card is here. That's the karmic card for me. The people that have treated you bad will really learn from their lessons. They will get the same happen to them. You've had your karmic lessons. You can now move forwards, and justice for you will be done. You will turn around and go like, wow, I knew I was right. I knew that all I had to do was rely on my inner strength and believe in my possibilities. And you've stepped boldly forwards and you've taken control of your own destiny. Sometimes people just are very patient and stand firm on issues that are important to them, but not you. You've stuck at it, and all issues have been resolved in your favour because you've had that element of impatience there where you wanted to get on. You think, right, I've had to push myself forwards because I deserve it. But you've had real emotional turmoil from that past, and don't hide from that. Let that be. You've cut through the confusion of it all with the sword. It was like a fog to you, and possibly a parent let you down. Possibly someone was sort of had anger problems. You hate shouting. You don't like that, and it might be because of your past. So someone might have been shouting in your upbringing, creating a sort of abusive situation in the home, and you of course learned from that. That person will get their lessons because of the way they behaved, but it influenced your emotional well-being so much, and you sort of blocked those emotions, and it could have led to ill health, but you've dealt with them now. And it says, don't hide from problems, don't hide from emotions that arise out of these things. Deal with them. And you're confident, you're strong-willed, and very tolerant and understanding towards others. And not everyone can keep at your pace. And the strength card you got from the Leo card, it really shows that you've got this lion strength within you. Your inner strength and your self-awareness and your courage to face situations and take responsibility for your own actions is immense. And I pulled the victim card out when I pulled the strength card out because you felt like the victim. But now you know that you were the victim because you were small, young, and treated fairly badly by that group of people. Or this one person, but you are no longer a victim. You are really like the Lady Pope or the Hierophant. You've sort of like risen above it. You're so wise, so spiritual. People come to you because they know you make the right judgments. You don't judge badly. You have a very balanced understanding of life. And you are very protective, passionate, an entrepreneurial man or woman. And people just warm to you. They just know that you are a no-nonsense person, whether you're a male or female, and they can rely on your judgment. And for you, the Wheel of Fortune keeps moving in your direction. Now, I've got the Moon card, and I'm not reading it as I have for other people. You're very influenced by the moon. When the full moon is here or a new moon, you might find it difficult to sleep. The moon has an incredible pull over you, your emotions are very much ruled by the new and full moons. But you know, luck is on your side, and there's lots of progress now after the delays. And you're releasing the past. You've really released the past. Like the Hermit, you're shining a light on it, but you're not going to be influenced by it anymore. And the other card, the Judgment card, I wanted to comment on. I got the Confusion card here because you were always very confused by the way people treated you, but you're not anymore. You realize that they were jealous of you. A lot of it was down to envy and jealousy because you're super handsome, you're super beautiful, you're super clever, and you're super talented. And so it says, that card saying to us, the Judgment card, look inside yourself to find your true path and discover what it is on this planet you're meant to be here to achieve. And you're really here meant to achieve something very, very important, Aquarius. And the changing of the ways, the changing of direction, put you in that path of of success, of communication. And it's told you to focus your energy on your crown chakra and find this spiritual awakening. And it's here, your enlightenment. You're a very spiritually elevated person. And you review all these past actions and these past people. And you will shine that light on it. No, you'll never go back there. But it will also make you possibly think about that person that treated you badly in your life. And this could go back to even childhood. And it really gave you the potential to transform. If it was a bad parent, you are going to be the best parent. If it was a bad worker, you are going to be the best worker. So you learn a lot from that person who really sort of treated you not nicely. They taught you everything you need not to be, and you have become almost the perfect person because of it. And you really have overcome all the obstacles that were in your way. This is a fantastic reading, Aquarius. I really do see a lot of success for you. I see a lot of personal success. But also, if you write lyrics, music, or books, you're going to be showing people the right way to be with your enlightened spiritual approach. Your words are going to be so poignant and so important to other people that all you can be is a famous person. Honestly, whoever this resonates with, if it does, please drop me a comment below. Yeah, there you go. You're walking away from all those people, shutting the gate, and you're now walking up the temple path, and you're on a journey, a real journey over a bridge that is taking you only to enlightenment, only to success, only to superbness. And you deserve every bit of that journey. Yes, you do. And all those hostilities you faced, and there will be more, because you're so super talented, so gorgeous in every way, that you're going to meet hostilities because people are going to constantly be jealous of you. They're going to want to isolate you. And those days of indecision where you didn't know what to do, you wasn't sure, they've all gone. You're going to now push yourself forward. You're not going to wait till you've got the right money to do it, or the situation's right. You're going to just get on with it regardless. You're going to do the best you can within the circumstances you've got. And you're very much appreciative of your life at the present moment, even though it's nowhere near where it needs to be. You show gratitude. And this is how manifestation's made. By showing gratitude, the magician starts to work for you, and the mirror works in your direction. And yeah, you really will find yourself in such a beautiful situation. There's no doubts about that. Let's take one more card for Aquarius. My lovely Aquarius. Well, we keep getting all tied up. So you're going to be all tied up in the person you're with, all tied up in this life you get. It's going to be, you're going to be so important in it. You're going to be like the central piece, and everybody's going to want a bit of you. I think that's also telling me that, you know, we talked about enlightenment, you becoming the thinking man or the thinking woman, or having a partner of that ilk. But what it's saying to me is you're not going to have the say. You're going to have a lot of privacy protection. I think who this resonates with in Aquarius is going to be quite well known, and you won't just be able to just walk the streets anymore somehow. I know, it's just, that keeps coming up to me. We're going to have the garden and the gate, which you're going to go through, the door to romance, which you're going to go to. And we've got the thinking man and the thinking woman. Your partnership's going to be so beautiful. And there's going to be an amazing attachment there with no masks at all. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading, Aquarius. I really do. You've learned all the practical lessons. We've had that. You've learned the practical lessons. You're wise. You're you've got the right words, you're going to be in the right position in life to help the universe. The universe is saying you're in the right position to help the world. You're going to be really important. Conservation. If anybody likes David Attenborough, you're going to be a sort of David Attenborough. You're going to be very important to people on the environment, on animals, on conservation, on protecting animals, on poachers. There's just so much coming through, but the first step is to get you out there with communication with them, and of course with that is going to come an amazing abundance of not only finances but love. But I did a Pisces reading. Pisces are going to be wonderful people. If they get money, they're going to use it for the greater good of the world, and so are you. So are you. But the Pisceans, I can see, can walk around normally. Aquarians that this resonates with are not. Make the most of your freedom right now, because you're going to be quite famous and you are not going to be able to walk around that easily. Okay, don't be impatient for that fame, but do reach for the stars, because if you reach for the stars or reach for the moon, you're going to land. That's it. Reach for the moon, because you're going to land among the stars, and really just fight your way through, because that's the message. Get on with it. Just get on with getting to that new world. Let me pull one of these for you. Let's see what comes up. Strength. We've got the Strength card again, the Leo card. So you have got this sort of indigenous person strength. You're so into conservation and indigenous people having their rightful land and animals being protected, and that's going to come out in the way you write and the way you think and the way you speak. Your powers of communication are going to have a big influence on the world, and completion. Your goals are going to be completed. Let me take one of these for you. Aquarius, please. Can we have a card for Aquarius, please? Let's see what this card says for you. So the universe is saying, get on with it, because there's so much to do. Get on with it. There's so much to do, so much joy to be had, and passion. Passion is yours. It's going to be an amazing journey, Aquarius. Oh, please drop me a line. Tell me how right I am. Thank you. Please like, share and subscribe.